Hello and welcome to Three's a Crowd, the show where Thomas lost us our sword to a vulture. I'm Nathaniel Kiefer.
Hey man. You know, Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask it's a little bit like life.
I'm Richard.
Sometimes things are going well, and sometimes a fucking vulture steals your shit.
You know what?
So,
it just happened to me.
Yeah.
Whoa. And I'm Thomas. Hyde. I guess we do our last names too.
Yeah, I guess so.
Richard. The Richard.
Rich!
Richard the Richard Richards.
Richard Simmons.
No. Grab. It says grab.
That's nice.
Alright,
Okay.
so this episode,
Yes.
we're going to be playing a little bit of a game called Mindtrap. It's
Trap.
basically, not Night Trap, it's a favorite FMV game.
I'll be over here playing Night Trap.
Mindtrap is sort of like a little brain teaser game.
Like a Trivial
So,
Pursuit.
yeah, kind of the way Night Trap works is some of them are really actually engaging questions with interesting answers.
Oh, I'm done goofed. I don't have any magic power. I can't use the Eye of Truth.
Oh no.
So I'm gonna have to go find a bush somewhere. Or kill a guy or something.
You can't.
The,
You don't have a sword.
Deku.
It only stuns him.
Okay, go upstairs and find one of the green guys. Goron! Goron's faster! It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Oh, Jeebus. We have like a minute.
Find one of the green slimes.
Yeah.
Just keep rolling. You'll find one eventually. That's the wrong slime.
It's like...
There it is.
Slimer.
It's not my fault. So I was...
Oh, what am
Deku.
How do I kill him?
Deku.
I have to go around because the Deku only stuns him.
No, the
No,
Deku
that-
kills these guys.
The Deku will kill these guys. It's the snow people that only the Goron can kill.
God.
Do the Deku. You can't kill him with the fucking Goron. Listen to what I'm telling you.
Maybe I could use the blast mask. Oh, I just can.
Oh my god.
Well, that was stressful. Anyway, so we're gonna.
It's
Tom-
midnight,
Run.
It's okay. He doesn't disappear.
Oh, he just appears?
Yeah,
So
he
yeah.
appears.
Oh, there
He's
he
right
is.
there. Oh, I didn't need the eye truth.
Oh my god.
I missed
Oh my god. Goron's faster.
I didn't
Why
need the
have both of them on?
Thomas,
Put both of them
what are we
on.
We're playing Mindtrap. Mindtrap's a fun little brain quizzler game. There's three
We don't
types.
need any extra brain challenges over here right now.
Yeah,
So.
clearly not. There's three types of cards in Mindtrap. There's a type of card that is a legitimately fun and challenging puzzle thing that has an answer that makes you go, ah, of course. I would have screamed. I would have screamed. There are the cards that are just math, and the third type of card is the card where you go, that's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and I want to burn this card.
Okay.
So,
Don't burn these. I've had these for a long
I'm
time.
disappointed, oh Moon. I have died.
quit. Man, what a sexy beast.
It's got a thong.
Alright, here we
Or
go. The
a
first
diaper.
one.
Oh, that's... I've never seen that prompt.
That's the Bomber's Journal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the excerpt goes in your Bomber's Journal when you get
What
one.
song do you have to play?
It's not healing.
Alright. Shadow and other avid mountain climbers paid a lot of money to be the first to scale a mountain. After several days of climbing, they finally reached the pinnacle, and to their dismay, found a cabin and 3 frozen bodies. Since Shadow and his fellow climbers were the first men to ever climb the summit, how could this be possible?
Oh, this is this an inquiry?
If nobody leaves...
Yeah, it is. The dining means we're allowed to ask you yes and no questions.
Oh, of course.
Well, if nobody leaves the place, then there's no record of them having...
You're allowed to ask yes and no questions before you make your guess. Because you're only allowed one
Yeah,
guess.
here, let me read the important parts one more time. Shadow and other avid mountain climbers paid a lot of money to be the first to climb a mountain.
Hey, Nathaniel, what did that do?
They reached the pinnacle and found a cabin and 3 frozen bodies. Since Shadow and his fellow climbers were the first men to ever climb to the summit, how could this be possible?
I hate it. He's got a face on his face.
Gorgeous. Finally, some good fucking food.
What does that do?
I
Makes
told
you sexy.
Makes you dance.
What do you
literally
need
what
it for?
You
To
teach
be
it-
sexy.
you
Goron's
teach
faster.
You teach it to those girls, and you get a piece of heart for it.
Oh, the girls that were...
Yeah, that were like,
back. Okay.
stop bothering us.
All right, so they found a cabin with 3 frozen bodies at the top of the mountain. If they were the first men to climb to the top of the mountain, how did they find this
Does
cabin?
it matter
Why was
what
there a
mountain
cabin?
they were climbing?
No.
Why was it? Why was there a cabin?
Was the cabin theirs?
Define theirs, sorry.
Does the cabin belong to Shadow and the other hikers? Okay.
Is Shadow literally just a shadow?
No.
No,
Shadow is a character.
He's a recurring character.
He's a recurring character in the
PI.
Mindtrap universe. God, learn the lore,
The
idiot.
Minecraft universe.
No, you're thinking of Hero Brian.
They remove him every patch.
Any more questions for me?
Was this made by Hatsune Miku?
No.
Was the you said there was a blizzard going on?
No, not a blizzard.
It
There
said
were
nobody-
3 frozen bodies. They're at the pinnacle of the mountain that Shadow and other mountain climbers were paid a lot of money to be the first to scale.
Ah, okay.
Since Shadow and his fellow climbers were the first men to ever climb to the summit, how could this be possible?
Is Shadow frozen?
No.
So they
The bodies they
discover-
found were
Oh,
frozen.
okay.
Oh, were the bodies humans?
Yes.
Oh, okay. That takes up my theory.
Well, it doesn't say for sure, but I'm going to go with yes.
Okay. Well, that takes up my theory. Then I was thinking like, oh, they were frozen bodies, but they weren't human bodies. And
They
Lo-
were
logically-
frozen bodies found in a cabin.
Logically, I'll go with my first answer. Just because they were there and they were frozen, that doesn't mean somebody came back and reported that they had made it to the summit. If they don't make the return trip, then nobody knows that they've actually done it.
Yeah, but I think the question assumes that like.
Right? Like, that... Does that make sense?
They are people, and they are at the summit of the mountain.
Right. So if they don't return, then nobody knows that they've actually done it.
Well, yes, but at that point, Shadow and his friends would know it. So
Right,
how
so
could
they
it
could
be
just
that
lie
these?
and say
How
that
could
they
it
were still the
be
first
that,
ones?
that Shadow and his friends are the first men to ever climb the mountain, and yet these bodies are frozen?
Oh, they've done it
The
before
first-
the frozen bodies.
Tom, did you say the first men?
I did.
Okay, the bodies were women. Were the
Wrong.
bodies women?
Wrong.
Oh.
The question is definitely written to make you guess that way, but that's not the answer.
Okay,
That's
Shadow
my answer, that's
Shadow
my
has
answer.
done it before. This is his second expedition. Somebody else.
Okay,
went
I'm just
there.
going to give the answer because you guys aren't going to ask the right questions to get this. The cabin Shadow and his fellow climbers found was an airplane cabin. The 3 frozen bodies had been put on the summit of the mountain when the
That's
plane crashed.
Stupid.
Mindtrap's terrible.
You don't have a sword, buddy.
He stole our sword, and now he's selling it back to us for 50 rupees.
Good sword.
Okay, I'm gonna
Can
skip.
you-
I'm gonna
you
skip
pass
this one
sword?
because it's impossible to get without reading. I'm gonna skip this one because it's a novel. This one's also an inquiry.
I could
2
buy-
night trap
I
episode.
could buy that. I could buy. It's Mindtrap.
Hey, when you're not doing something, pause the game so the time doesn't go forward.
Yeah. I'm just debating whether we want to buy this sword back or
Yes, we need the sword.
I did
Wait, do
get
we
a
need
lot
a
of
sword?
rupees.
not. Yeah.
Wait,
It's only 50.
we might need it for another game that we have to take 15 attempts to do.
Oh no.
That's okay. It's only 50.
Okay. So this one's another inquiry
our
question, so you can ask me yes or no's. It was a warm, rainy day. At 9:30 a.m., Sid Shady left his idling car facing the Rolling Donut Shop and walked down the hill to Al's garage.
What? Hold on.
Shady complained to Al that his car had been acting strange lately. At 10 a.m., Shady's driverless car rolled down the hill, went through the Rolling Donut Shop window, and killed none other than Miss Shady.
Miss
The
Shady.
puddle of water on the floor of the driver's side convinced Shadow to suspect Shady of foul play. Since Shady did not use any mechanical device, how could he have committed the crime when he wasn't near the car?
If you left it in neutral, he was ghost riding the whip.
Yeah, no, you got it in one. Good job. No.
There was ice, and then there wasn't.
That's actually the correct answer.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What?
He wedged a piece of ice behind the brake pedal. Or in front of the... He wedged the brake pedal down with a piece of ice, which then melted, and he used Al and talking to Al about how his car was
As
weird.
the alibi.
As an alibi, yeah.
Right.
Alibi, very good.
Yeah.
Fuck, this
It
game's
would've been-
so bad.
It
Wow,
would have
that
been better.
was-
It would have been better if the guy's name had been like Ali Baba or something. Or,
See, that was...
Ali Baba.
That one was really easy.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Some of them are just like, oh yeah.
All right.
I mean,
This
that
is
was-
another inquiry. Yes or no questions are allowed.
Okay.
Professor Quantum was giving a lecture on the life of the aristocracy in the 19th century.
Okay.
It was during a large festive gathering of nobility, began Quanta, when a fairly common occurrence took place.
A beheading.
The queen suddenly attacked and killed the king. The crowd watched the entire scene and then casually continued their party. In what situation in the 19th century would the crowd be so casual about the queen killing the king?
With spiders.
Yeah, no, you nailed it. Got in one again. No.
Actually?
No.
Oh, shit. Chess.
Yeah,
It's a chess
it
match.
was a chess match. You got it again.
Yeah.
Good job.
I
Richard's
know,
really good at
but
this.
I'm
It's
trying
really
to-
long. It's not easy
Did
to
you hit
do
all
without
of
seeing
these?
the words.
Eventually.
So this is like the other shooting game, just not as good.
I don't think it's as good, no. It's because it's like Octoroks instead of the woodland creature.
Oh boy, I'm so hungry. I can eat an Octorok.
I can't wait to bog something down, boy.
God, I love
Okay.
CDI Zelda. How many do you have to hit to succeed?
Only the light
39.
ones. If you shoot the dark ones, you lose points. Is that right?
Oh shoot. He's behind
Oh
the
my
other
God.
guy.
Game over, man. Game over. Okay. This is another... Man, I'm like engrossed in this shooting minigame.
I know, I'm watching. No.
Okay.
Damn.
This
so
is
close.
this is another inquiry card. So you can ask yes or no questions.
Hit it.
Deceptor, the famous magician, not musician, magician,
Yes.
claimed
Deceptor.
to be able to throw a ping pong ball so that it would go a short distance, come to a dead stop, and then reverse itself. He also added that he would not bounce the ball against any object or tie it to anything. How could he perform this feat?
Places it on an incline.
No.
Read it again?
Claimed to be able to throw a ping pong ball so that it would go a short distance, come to a dead stop, and then reverse itself. He would not bounce the ball or tie it to anything. How did he do it?
I threw it into something, which tipped over.
He would not bounce the ball, so that automatically puts throwing it into something off the mark.
It's not bouncing it, you just throw it in.
Wait, is he allowed to ask questions on this one?
He is.
Okay. Why don't you just ask them?
Think,
Did he bounce it? Did he...
did he throw it into something?
No.
Did
Well, sort of.
what
It's
did
a
he
very
throw it into?
It has to be a yes or no question. He did throw it into something, but it's a little esoteric.
Threw it.
10 more. I believe in you.
You got it.
5 more. I believe in you.
Nope, there's only 4 here.
I missed two.
Oh!
You did it.
You did it!
You're amazing.
You've done it by 1. Well, look at that, you hit 40. You've got the big winner, Quiver.
Okay.
Alright, you did that.
Come on, I know you can get this, Rich.
Okay, so now I can focus on the question for a second.
He claimed to be able to throw a ping pong ball so that it would go a short distance, come to a dead stop, and then reverse itself. He added
We're
he would
going
not
now.
bounce the ball against
We
any
have to do
object
this again,
Oh, damn it.
but get a perfect score.
or tie anything to it.
Did he put it into like a marble maze?
No.
Like a rat maze. Okay, and tilt it. No. Did he put it into a? Was it a pinball? Was it a pinball ball? And it's inside a pinball machine.
No.
Okay. That's too bad.
Did he throw it?
He did throw it, yes.
Did
Did he throw it to somebody else?
No.
Did he throw it? Did he throw it with a particular device?
No.
No. He threw it with his hands.
Yes.
Threw it into a particular device?
No.
You said it's esoteric.
He threw it into something, but it's a little esoteric.
The thing is a little
Not
esoteric?
into a particular device. I'll answer that way.
hippo.
He did not throw it into a particular
Did he
device.
throw it to a hungry hippo?
No.
No. That's too bad.
Maybe after the show, but not
Okay.
in this question.
No.
You're gonna slap yourself.
Threw
I'll
it.
slap you for it.
Threw it across a ping pong table.
No.
What?
Let me know when you give up.
I have no idea.
It came to a dead stop and then returned.
And then reverse itself, yeah.
A mirror.
No.
A car.
You're gonna be so upset with
He
yourself.
threw it into a car!
No!
What? Tell me.
He threw it straight up into the air.
Fuck you!
It stopped and then came back down.
Damn it!
Gravity was the trick.
That's terrible.
Did he throw it into something? Yes, but it's a little esoteric. He threw it into the air.
Yeah, not too many people know air. It's a bit esoteric.
That's what I keep saying. You're gonna slap yourself. He just threw it straight up and it came straight down.
That's not a dead stop.
Well, yeah, it is for a split second.
It had momentum.
For
Well,
a split second, it's completely neutral. And then it falls.
It makes me feel any better. I didn't have that one either, Richard, so I had the other ones, but I was doing this stupid entry thing.
Oh, like Night Trap.
Mindtrap!
Minecraft.
Getting a suit or some shit.